a familiar, rumbling voice that sent a shiver across the back of her neck. Before she could stop herself, Mairi looked up. A tempest of butterflies swarmed in her stomach. Gooseflesh rose across her skin, making those tingles skitter down her spine. As far back as she remembered, Dun MacRae had an unnerving effect on Mairi's insides. The Laird was braw and rugged, his midnight blue eyes arresting and haunting. When standing, he towered over everyone, with shoulders as wide as a horse's hind quarter. He rarely smiled, and his shoulder-length hair was coarse and dark, just like the man. This day he'd clubbed it back with a ribbon, but an errant strand hung to the side of his face, making him look dangerous and menacing. But those eyes grew narrow and filled with bitterness. He bowed his head. "Are you well, milady?" he asked, his tone gruff. "What were you thinking, MacRae?" demanded her father, collecting the parasol. "Did you not see the coach?" "Forgive me, my lord, my mind was elsewhere." He tipped his hat to Mairi. "Good day." Mairi nodded, watching the backside of Laird MacRae's stallion disappear, tail swishing while the horse and rider crossed the old drawbridge. Sighing, she took the parasol from Da and reassembled the shreds of her pride. "Lady Mairi!" A happier voice came from the crowd. As she turned, Janet Cameron grasped her by the elbow. "'Tis so good to see you. I was afraid you mightn't come." A close friend, Janet had charming blue eyes and a delicate face framed with blonde curls. Wishing she were still home in her bedchamber, safely concealed from society, Mairi gave the lass a look of exasperation. "Everyone kens I've been cast aside and disgraced." Da stepped in and clasped Janet's hands. "It is good to see you as well, Miss Cameron. My daughter is in sore need of companionship. I trust you can impart some of your bountiful cheer." "Oh my!" Janet's eyes grew wide. "'Tis usually her ladyship who keeps me up all hours laughing." Mairi forced a smile. "I'm afraid I've lost my ability to make merry for the rest of my days." "Rubbish! If I ken your nature, my lady, you'll be dancing reels afore the gathering's end." Janet pulled her away and toward the drawbridge. "They'll be serving the evening meal soon. Clan Grant have outdone themselves. Even my father was astonished." Grateful for something new to talk about, Mairi arched her eyebrows. "Is he not still feuding with the Grants? I'm surprised you were here." "Me as well, but Da pushed aside his differences for the gathering." Janet leaned closer while she lowered her voice. "The cause, ye ken?" Mairi nodded. Presently she couldn't give a fig about the Jacobite cause or plans for the succession. Janet didn't seem to notice as the lass stepped up the pace. "You absolutely must see the Great Hall. They've made it look so medieval. 'Tis like travelling back in time 200 years at least." Twirling her parasol, Mairi rolled her eyes. "Do not tell me there are knights wearing full suits of armour." Janet winked. "I haven't seen one as of yet, but there's still hope." Mairi tried not to laugh, but stifled a snort before it blew through her nose. "Is this the latest fashion?" asked Janet, flicking the scalloped brim of the parasol. "'Tis bonny." "Aye, Da brought it from France. Said all the ladies of the gentry are using them on the continent." "Your father dotes on you. I'm lucky if mine remembers my saint's day." Mairi shook her head. Janet didn't know the half of it. "Mine is a little too overbearing, I'm afraid." Once inside the curtain walls, noise came from the enormous hall on the shore of Loch Ness. Mairi had only been to Uckert once, and Janet was right. It was a relic from ages past, and it bore many a battle scar. The sound of boisterous laughter made her stop short and grasp her friend's arm. A hollow emptiness swelled in her chest. "I cannot go in there. Dear Lord, she might swoon." "Oh my, you are melancholy, are you not?" Blinking back sudden tears, Mairi drew her hand to her forehead. "Ever so much." "Come, you must tell me everything afore the evening meal. I ken just the spot." Janet pulled Mairi through the grounds to the abandoned dovecote. Inside it was cool and the light dim. After folding the parasol, Mairi sat on a stone shelf while Janet joined her. Exhausted by the journey preceded by days of crying, Mairi allowed her shoulders to droop. Quite possibly, Janet was the only soul at the fete to whom she could pour out her woes.